Hi everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to this program. Thank you for introducing me. It was so kind of our host to introduce me. I'm so happy to see so many bright faces, so many uh, g- great kids here who want to learn how to how to cultivate values. What is the need for values in our life? So today our topic is need for value education. So we are going to start that right away, and I hope you will enjoy the session. Let's get started. So these sessions are brought about by are dedicated to our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who has given us so many nice values so that we can lead a happy life. Okay, so let's first of all get started with what are values? Why are we speaking so much about values? So, values mean those actions or attitudes by which we know how we live and how we treat others. So, respect, showing respect to ourselves and to others, being uh, showing integrity in our personal behavior, tolerant, being tolerant. So there is so many situations where we uh, might get agitated. So how to develop tolerance for them, and being compassionate to other people, being compassionate to ourselves. These are the values which we need to live a happy life, and treating others self very nicely. So how to make others also live a happy life. These are the values that we need. So values plus human is a man of character. So the character is built by the values a human has. If a human does not have values, we cannot say the man has a good character. So these values are very, very crucial for leading a happy and a very uh, fulfilled life. Let's go to the next slide. So there's a very famous saying about the values. What is that? When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. Why? Because we can earn the wealth again. But when health is lost, then something is lost. Why? Because it is very hard to recuperate and get the same kind of health once it is lost. And what is the third one? When character is lost, then everything is lost. So if a person does not know how to behave to others, how to treat himself properly, then even if he has wealth, he has good health, he cannot be happy. So that is what we are seeing today. People have wealth, people have good health, but they don't have good character. So they cannot lead a happy life. So we need to have a good character. Now let us discuss about what is the importance of character. Dr. Casey John is a famous cardiologist. He also uh, operates. I'm sorry, he's a good. He's a person who works on the kidneys, kidney transplant, but he's not. He's known as a person who doesn't have a good character, although he's famous in his field. So, would you go and let him operate on your kidneys? Even though he is very well known in his profession, he is very uh, famous, he has got a degree from a good university, but it has come to the public knowledge that he has done such operations where he was involved in stealing the kidneys from the patients. So would you be going to such a person for an operation for a loved one? No, right? It's better to take guidance from a friend who has a good character. So, like if you have a person who is an MBBS and he knows about the field, but he doesn't know about this particular operation, but he can guide you to a person who is known with a good character. So, so this is the importance of character. So, a person without a good character, even though he is very well educated, we cannot trust in him. So even that person's life is not successful, and our life is also miserable. So but on the other hand, if we have a friend with a good character, it's good for us and it's good for him also. So that is the importance of character in our society. So let's see what is the different ways of acquiring knowledge and skills. So let's say we have a sharp knife. Now, this sharp knife can be used by different people according to their character. For example, a good surgeon can use the knife in order to operate on a body. So, what will happen after the surgery? The patient will feel better because of the surgery, because of the correct use of the knife. On the other hand, if a person has a bad character, he might use it to stab his own friend or his enemies. So the knife is the same, and both people here are using the knife, but one person is using it to operate on the body, to make it work better, to make our life better. But on the other hand, a person is using it to stab, to take someone's life. So that is the difference between using the knowledge and skills with character and without character. So I hope everyone understands that character is very, very essential for the functioning of our life as well as the functioning of society. Now let's understand what is the importance of learning these values from childhood, right? I I can even try it later once I'm educated, maybe when I'm grown up, I can go and learn these values. No, it is important that we learn it from our childhood. So let's see an example. Has everyone seen a bamboo stick? Maybe not, but uh, in the fields, the bamboo stick is used, and bamboo stick is grown, and it is utilized for many different purposes. Now, if you go to the field and try to cut it, it is very easy to cut when uh, it is very easy to bend it and to make different kind of things out of the bamboo stick when it is in its childhood state. So we can make good purpose, good use of that bamboo stick. But when it is grown up, like it is on the right side, then it cannot be bent. So it cannot be brought into a particular shape that we need. So you are seeing on the right side, we have to cut it with a knife. So that's the importance of building character in the childhood. In childhood, we can mold ourselves so that we we have a good character. But when we grow up, it is very difficult to change our habits, attitudes, actions. On the on the contrary, we actually go through sufferings because it is very, very hard to change our habits at that time. It's like the knife that is being used to cut the bamboo stick on the right. So that is the importance of building character from childhood. There is a story of a thief So this person was grown up, um, with his aunt. He used to live with his aunt, uh, not with his own mother, but when he was young, he used to steal a lot, but his aunt never told him anything. She did not chastise him, she did not stop him. So when he grew up, he actually became a murderer. And one fine day he got a judgment that he should be hanged. He should be given a punishment of death. Now this person, he actually wanted to have a last wish. He wanted to meet his aunt, and he chastised his aunt. He said, if you would have told me to not steal from my childhood, then I would not have become a murderer today. So what is the use of crying right now? You should have stopped me from my childhood. So this is the importance of cultivating right values from the childhood. The parents, the teachers have the responsibility to give good values to children from this very stage. Everyone has heard about Shivaji Maharaj, right? Yes, I can see many bright faces here. So Shivaji Maharaj was a great ruler of India. He he actually established a kingdom which was based on right values. People were happy in his kingdom, and he actually fought with those rulers uh, who wanted to steal others' property, or who wanted to rule the kingdom, who they wanted to just plunder the riches of India. So Shivaji Maharaj got his values from his childhood, from his own mother Jijabai, and all his education was from the scriptures like Ramayana and Mahabharata. So that is the importance of building character. So we have role models like Shivaji Maharaj. Now let's do a short exercise. I'm going to uh, stand up, and then you can follow after me. So I hope you can see me. Yeah. So let's just stand up for a little while. We'll stretch our hands in the air. And now I'm going to stand on my one foot. So take your right leg up above from the floor, lift it in the air, and now just try to balance yourself on the left leg for 30 seconds or less. Try to do it as much as you can. So I see some of you are trying and some of you are falling, but that's good. That's okay. So let's bring it down now. Okay. So how was it? Was it easy? Yes, most of you could do it. I can see that. Now let's do it again. We'll bring our hands up, and now we close our eyes. Okay? Everyone should close their eyes. And now lift the right leg in the air. So was it easier or difficult this time? Yeah, you can type it on the chat box. I see many of you were falling down. Yeah, it was difficult. So this is a short exercise which shows us, if we are not able to see our goal, our eyes are not open, then we cannot balance ourselves, right? So we need to see the goal clearly, then we can actually balance ourselves. So in the first case, our eyes were open, we were able to see everyone, we were able to focus on a point in front of us, and we could balance. Similarly, If we have values in our life, we will know where to focus our attention, and then we can balance ourselves accordingly. But if we do not have that value system, then we will be lost like a person with closed eyes. Then we cannot balance ourselves in our life. So let's go ahead. What are some of the important values that need to be cultivated in life? You can type in the chat box. Okay. Respect, humility, dutifulness, yes, very good. Obedient, being obedient, discipline, yes, these are all very good, very good, very good values that we need to have. Thank you so much for typing. How can we develop these values now? So we know that these values are very important for leading a happy life. Now, how should we develop them? So let's see how to lay a foundation of habits, skills, and character that brings peace and happiness. So the education that we receive in the school is compared to a beautiful, beautiful bungalow. Everyone wants a good bungalow, right? Please raise your hand if you like. I see so many people raising their hands. So everyone wants a good bungalow. But now think, if you have a very good bungalow, but there is not a good foundation for the bungalow, then this whole bungalow will collapse to the ground when there is little earthquake or little problem, little uh, bad weather, because the foundation is not strong. So this is how it will fall down. So similarly, if we just receive school education and we do not have good character, then this education will not help us in long term. Whenever there is tight problem in our life, we will actually not be able to control ourselves. We will not be able to balance ourselves. So that is the importance of cultivating habits, skills, and character, and making it our foundation of our school education. Thank you. Let's go next. Without investing our time in cultivating the foundation of habits, skills, and character, no one can expect to become peaceful or happy in life. Okay, I'm looking for examples now. It's a quiz time, so we have learned a lot. We did a nice exercise. Now let's see how much we can apply it in our life. So, what is the good example for the following? Give me an example of good knowledge and a good character. You can type it in the window. Yeah, chat window, yes. So a person from history or from the contemporary times who has good knowledge as well as he has a good character. Okay, I can see Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, nice. Thank you. Yes, Arjun. Yes, that's a good. Yeah, that's also good. Good knowledge, good character. Who else? APJ Abdul Kalam. Yeah, very nice. Good knowledge, good character. Yes, very nice. Okay. Shivaji, Shivaji Maharaj, nice. Thank you so much. Very nice examples. Let's go for the next one. A person who has good knowledge, but still he has a bad character. It seems counterintuitive that a person who has good knowledge, he can have a bad character at all, right? But it is possible. There are people who have good knowledge. There were people in the history who had good knowledge, but they had a bad character. So let's see. Do you remember any examples from the history or from the today's times? Yes, I can see Osama bin Laden. That's a good example because they know a lot. You know, be being able to kill people or you know creating bombs. It needs a lot of knowledge, but they are using it for the wrong purpose. More examples. Yeah, Duryodhan is a good example. He had good knowledge, he knew how to fight, but he used it for the wrong purpose to make the people suffer. He was envious of other people. Nice example. More. Yeah, Hitler. Hitler. Because of him, World War I was there, World War II was there, one of those. So we know that he was a dictator. He had a good knowledge. He could rule, but he was using it to conquer other people, to make people in the other countries suffer. So that is not the purpose of good knowledge. That is bad character. Thank you so much. They are very good examples. Let's go to the next one.
मामा की जय हम जीत गए अब तुम पांचों मेरे दास हो गए हो
So we can see here how the Kauravas or Duryodhan, he manipulated the game in order to make the Pandavas suffer. That is not a sign of a good character. That is what is called using the knowledge for the wrong purpose. So we don't want to use our knowledge for making others suffer. We want to make our knowledge be useful to everyone, to make other lives happier, right? Yes, I can see all the bright faces. Yes. Let's go to the next one. In your day to day life, tell the importance of character and tell us where all it is important. So, we discussed it a little bit, so we'll skip this point. What can we do so? What can we do so that the environment around us helps us to develop good character? So, this is why we are conducting this workshop. So we need to have awareness in the kids as well as in the parents and the school teachers so that the environment is good to learn these values from the very beginning. So let's go ahead. Benefits of value education. What do we get out of this value education? Why should I spend my time on it? So the fruits are so many. It's a tree that you have to cultivate, the value tree, value education tree. You have to pour water every day, and what will be the fruits? You will become free from the miseries of life. You will love yourself and others. There will be unity in the world, real unity based on peace, respect, responsibility, being honest, being happy, being simple, cooperating with others, honesty, tolerance. So many good fruits come out of this tree, and a good tree takes more time to cultivate. So we should start early, right? We should start from our childhood. So these are so many benefits. Let's go ahead. So how to live our lives in harmony with God and nature? So there are manuals for life. So everyone has refrigerator, right? Refrigerator in their home. I assume everyone in their home. So when we buy a refrigerator, there's a manual that comes with the refrigerator. It shows us how to run the refrigerator, how to take care of it, how to clean it, how to get the best usage, best value from refrigerator. So similarly, when we want to live a happy life, a fulfilled life, there are manuals for our life. And these are the scriptures, holy scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrit. They tell us how to lead a happy and fulfilled life. So we can utilize them and build our character. So these are the different things which are against the value system. So smoking, when we it causes lung cancer. Drinking, it causes liver problem. Eating junk food, it causes stomach ache. So these things can be avoided by having a good character and good control over ourselves. So that comes from good value system. All of this comes from good value system. So these are the benefits that we give to ourselves and to the society by being a value conscious society. Okay, how to behave in difficult situations that we are put in. Even if we follow good values, it doesn't mean that our life will be like a bed of roses. Everyone goes through tough situations in their life, but these values make us strong so that we can fight, we can stay strong when these difficult situations come. Good values means that you become like a soldier, you become like an Arjun. When there is a fight, you fight. You fight as the matter of duty, and then you tolerate these difficult situations. So Pandavas were tortured by Kauravas, but they stayed, they fight, and they did it with respect. Do you know some of the famous people who committed suicide? Yes, I can see the name of the person who recently committed suicide. He was a big celebrity in India. So, if we don't have this value system in difficult situations, we will just give up. We won't be able to succumb to the pressure. And there are uh, many more celebrities who have committed suicide because they could not handle the difficult situations. So it is all the more important for the kids, for children to learn this from the very beginning of their life. So how to behave in changing situations of good and bad times that we are put in? These are the different situations which are good for us. We might have a very good birth in a very good family, very rich family. We might be very well educated, or we might be very, very beautiful. These are the good reasons by which, again, we can get carried away. So, cultivating values teach us opulence is like this: high birth, very rich, good education, very beautiful. These are gifts of God that are awarded to us. Just like any difficult situation passes away, this too shall pass. Even the good situations are temporary, they too shall pass. So, it makes us sober. We do not become proud, we do not become arrogant, we are cool headed. So that is the importance of value system. How can we learn self discipline for our own advantage? What would happen in a garden if every plant grow as it liked without being trimmed or attention? So it will not be able to grow properly. It will have on the right side, you can see it will dwindle, it will crumble if it is not trimmed or it is not paid attention for. Similarly, one without self control allows his senses to go astray according to the demands. So, if we let our senses act as they like, we will become like the plant on the right side. So, we need to have regulation in our life to, to strive, to thrive in our life. We need regulation. Difference between need and want. There are so many advertisements in the market that may impel us to buy useless stuff. For example, a bottle of happiness. It's only it doesn't help us in any way. It's just an advertisement. It doesn't help us in any way. So one with the value system is not allured by so-called advertisements, but one without values, he spends in movies, parties, useless magazines, and novels. So, this is the importance of self discipline that comes from value system. How you, who wants to be loved by all? Please raise your hand. Okay, I can see so many students, they are raising their hands. Everyone wants to be loved by everyone, right? I also want to be loved by others. Everyone wants that. So, what is the process? How can we do it? If you are honest, if you are sincere, you are respectful and affectionate, others would love to become your friend. What is the example of it? That is Yudhishthir Maharaj. He was the eldest Pandava, one of the Pandava brothers, the five brothers. He would live life full of love, honesty, truthfulness, and respect towards others. and he did not have any enemies in the world. Everybody loved him. This is someone whom we can uh, pray to become our king, just like we recently had elections uh, in United States, and then we saw that we always want someone who is loved by everyone to become the president, right? So similarly, we need good value education system for everyone so that we have good leaders in our society. So I will stop here. Um, so we can stop here, and I thank everyone for your kind attention. It was very, very nice to talk to you, and very good interaction. You are so amazing. I can see that you have very, very good potential in future. And anyone who likes to cultivate these values, please enroll for the national value contest, so that you can apply these values in your life. You can become happy yourself, and you will be loved by everyone else. Thank you so much.